How you doing? My name is Andrea Nelson. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing true crime and wine. Today we have a mix of our red and white. Okay. We like what we like. We drink what we like. Cheers. Excuse the broken nail. Actually, I have two broken nails. I'm not flipping anyone off. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing good. Today we're just going to go through 4 different really, really crazy stories that I've come across on People True Crime. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get into this. Share my screen. This first story I hadn't heard of. Actually, I haven't heard of any of them. We're going to learn about these together. Okay? Together. Welcome everybody who's coming in. If I don't see you comment right away, please forgive me because I am looking at the article and not at the comments. But welcome everyone. And thank you so much. Shout out to all my originals. Should I say OG angels? Okay. All the new angels. Okay. And all the future angels. Okay. Thank you so much for all of your support, all of your viewership. And, just for being awesome. Hey, Diana. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you stopping by to show love. Why do I do this? Show love. Okay, so this story starts off, says, no jail time for a mom who pleaded guilty to murdering her daughter, who was 5 and who just weighed 7 pounds at death. I mean, just a 5-year-old should weigh between, I don't know, like a healthy developing 5-year-old or normal developing 5-year-old be about, I would say between like 40 and 60 pounds, maybe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But this child was 5 and she just weighed 7 pounds. She was the size of a newborn. Unbelievable. Investigators determined, okay, this article came out today. Shout out to Tristan Balatkas, okay? I'm sorry, Tristan. Shout out to you, though. They write, investigators determine Kylie Mickens, bless her dear heart, cause of death to be dehydration and malnutrition due to medical neglect. This is something that we see that is so common, unfortunately, look at this Happy Planner on the side. Look, I placed an order for Happy Planner 3 weeks ago, and it's just now being shipped, and I'm very pissed about it. But we're not going to shade you, Happy Planner, okay? We're not going to shade you. We're just going to keep our eyes watching you, okay? Because you should have sent my stuff out a lot sooner than what you did. All right? Anyway. This mom is from Georgia. It says a Georgia mom accused of starving her daughter will not serve any jail time. Why? Well, let's find out. Instead, a judge sentenced 30-year-old Portia Mickens for Georgia to 20 years of probation on Tuesday after she accepted a plea deal on second-degree murder and cruelty charges of her own daughter. According to the Hall Sheriff's Office, Portia and her husband, Gerald Maurice Mickens, 32, were arrested on October 2020, 4 months after the 5-year-old daughter, Kylie Mickens, who weighed approximately 7 pounds, died at the Atlanta hospital. After an investigation and an autopsy, detectives determined that Kylie's cause of death was indeed a homicide. More specifically, dehydration and malnutrition due to medical neglect. In November 2020, Jarrell died crash. Oh, while out on bond. Oh, that's so tragic. So Jarrell again was the father. In court, assistant DA and me when she died. Oh, that's horrible. She reportedly weighed less than 6 pounds at birth and about 1 pound per more at her time of death. She was 5 years old. Okay, she was admitted at the report of every doctor who saw her, suffering from the worst case of Manta had ever seen, said the DA. However, the defense argued that Kylie's death was due to, now what is this? 1p36 deletion syndrome, a rare chromosomal disorder which causes intellectual disability, abnormalities of the skeleton, weak muscle tone, and difficulty swallowing. That she didn't know, the mama didn't, maybe she didn't know for her child. This child had severe special health care needs, SHN, that the mom probably did not know how to adequately address and seek treatment for. And in child welfare, sometimes that kind of comes up quite frequently when children are born either premature or if they're born with, different abnormalities or different genetic disorders or, other kind of syndromes. Some of them are genetic, some of them happen because of what goes on in utero. Sometimes it's just, it just happens. According to WSB, Portia took the stand and said that due to her daughter's condition, she both gained and lost weight on a day-to-day basis, which may be true. I'm going to look up this syndrome in just a second here so we can see maybe more insight. This rare chromosomal disorder that the blessed child had. Kylie, it was. The mother continues, she said, I didn't recognize that she was dying. When her body shut down, I had seen that before. So I didn't think that she was dying, said the mother. Friends and family members claimed that she provided care for her daughter and had taken her to more than a dozen medical professionals, according to the station. While the defense argued for 25 years of prison time, the judge, C. Andrew Fuller, ultimately handed down a sentence of 20 years of probation only. So they must have seen that the mother probably did help with caring for her medically fragile child. The court can only hope that you will suffer a great punishment simply by the fact that any punishment that this court could impose, on you, the fact that you lost and will not have for the rest of your life, Fuller said. It should go without saying that the court sentence does not lessen the value of. What do you all think about this judgment that she only received 20 years of probation and no jail time? Very interesting, this particular case, because it was documented that her daughter did have, like I said before, special health care needs, and because you can kind of tell that she might have had some sort of disability, and some sort of medical issues possibly. So let's see if I can show her again. She was 5. Bless her heart. So I'm going to look up this genetic disorder and see what I can make of it, if there's anything that can kind of shed us light into kind of what she suffered from. Yeah, so there she is. And if we go to, let me do my little find real quick. Where is it at? And StreamYard is starting to trip out again. Come on, StreamYard, get it together. Get it together. This thing be getting on my nerves. In the meantime, let's see if it'll do this. Never heard of this syndrome, but let's educate ourselves, okay? 1p36 deletion is a disorder that typically causes severe intellectual disability. Most affected individuals do not speak or only speak a few words. They may have temper tantrums, bite themselves, or exhibit other behavior problems. And it is indeed a genetic chromosomal disorder. It's a rare chromosomal anomaly characterized by distinctive facial dysmorphic features, hypotonia, developmental delay, and intellectual disability, seizures, heart problems, and a whole host of other possible, complications, such as heart defects, poor or absent speech, and prenatal onset growth deficiency. Okay. So that kind of covers that. Look at God. Where is my thing here again? It's not letting me see it. Here it is. You know where I got the information from? That's right. That's right. Okay, let's go to the next story. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this next one is actually really, really sad to. Shout out to you, Diana, if you're still here. You be rocking with me, girl. Bless you. Bless you. Okay. This we're going to do, we have two more after this. I kind of saved the best for last. You know, I like to talk about sex, right? Y'all already probably know that by now, right? So, yeah, we're going to save those for last. Okay. That's kind of our little bonus footage. So this is a sweet, you could just tell by how, her picture, she just looks so sweet, so full of life. And this is really a really tragic story. So let's start from the beginning. This is a New Jersey grandma who was fatally shot on her own porch on her birthday. Well, not outwards. We don't know if it was her porch. She was shot on porch, it says, on her birthday, her 63rd birthday, while releasing balloons for her late twin sister. Let's get into this. Shout out to Chris, who wrote this article that came out today, April 27th, this morning. Okay, so was killed more than a year ago on March 11th, 2020 to her. Two brothers have been charged with murder in New Jersey, where authorities allege Deborah Derrick was killed more than a year ago on March 11th, 2021, according to a statement from the SXM on the night of her 63rd birthday. That's crazy. Derrick was killed while standing on her front porch in Newark, New Jersey, where she was releasing balloons in honor of her late twin sister. The twin sister had died 7 years earlier. Derek worked, I want to call her by Miss Deborah Derek, worked as a certified nursing assistant, or CNA, at the Newark Beth Israel Medical Center. Investigators identified the alleged shooters as Jonathan Ritchie, 21, and his brother Josiah Ritchie, age 19. What were y'all doing? What were y'all doing? What in the heck were y'all doing? Oop, 1 second. And you got the nerve to look mad, Jonathan and Josiah. You got the nerve to look mad. What was you doing? In addition to murder, the Newark men are charged with conspiracy to commit murder and weapons-related offenses. Now, why would they do this? Why would they do this? They previously lived in Atlanta. Apparently Mrs. Deborah Derek was not the intended target of the shooting, but you fired an innocent person, succumbed to yours. It was not immediately clear if the two defendants had attorneys who could comment on their behalf. They remain in custody, but have not entered pleas to the charges. Derek's sister, Ramona Derek, spoke to NJ Advance Me last year, and her sister said her sister always had an open heart. Of the shooting, she told the site that she was caught in the crossfire. She was making sure that everybody was safe. She was pushing the two granddaughters in the door when she got shot. This just breaks my heart. This is so sad. And young men, young boys, now I'm speaking to you. You need to spend the rest of your living days honoring this innocent person that you've killed. And you need to spend the rest of your living days taking accountability for your stupidity and engaging in open fire that almost could have almost killed the two granddaughters, or injured or shot the two granddaughters that the grandmother risked her life to save. Now, we know God works out everything for our good, okay? But you two young men, Jonathan Ritchie and Josiah Ritchie, you both need to really, really rethink the trajectory of your life. I don't know how many years that you will be sentenced. I don't know if you are going to plead guilty, if you're going to try to plead innocent in this, but you need to change. And you need to look deep within to figure out how you are going to address yourselves and act accordingly and act differently in the future and moving forward. Okay? All right. Now that I've preached to Josiah and Jonathan Ritchie, I'm watching you, young man, especially you, Josiah, you on the left. All right, let me stop, okay? Okay, I already probably stopped sharing my screen and I was just like, okay, so let's go to the next story. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But one thing that I can say is maybe perhaps Miss Deborah has been reunited with her twin sister, and maybe, she is in fact okay. If you're watching, please hit the like button and drop a comment and let me know that you're here. The next story that I'm going to go through is this one right here. Let me. Okay. Well, this is taking its time to load. Shout out to, how do you say? Kyler Alvord, who wrote this article for People True Crime. Okay, now we start to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Hey, let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Okay. Okay. So let me make sure I'm not muted because this thing be acting up. StreamYard. I think it's fine. Just want to check to make sure. Okay, it's fine. So this white person here, or whatever culture, whatever she is, okay, and let me not know prejudice or form. She's a sex worker who was allegedly and apparently treating her clients to kind of wash itself down, okay? Need to calm down. The sex worker gets 30 years for fatally drugging 4 clients that we know of, including Star Chef. And they say for quick dollars. I don't know who Star Chef is, but let's find out. Maybe this article will shed some light on what they're showing here on the left. Okay. Angela Barini distributed illicit drugs, some laced with fentanyl, leading to 4 men's overdose deaths in New York City. Men in New York City, y'all better watch out. Now, these don't drink nothing these sex workers try to fix up for you. It might not end well, okay? A New York City woman will spend the next 30 years in prison for fatally drugging 4 men in 2019, a federal judge determined on Tuesday. Her name is Angelina Barini. She's 43. She used her position as a sex worker to drug clients in various neighborhoods of Queens, New York. Shout out to Queens, New York. Shout out to all of you from Queens, New York. She did this so that she could incapacitate and then rob them. Barini, maybe Italian. I don't know. Was arrested in August of 2019 and 2 counts of distributing narcotics that caused the death of a person, 1 count of distributing fentanyl, methamphetamine, and cocaine, and 1 count of conspiring gamma butrolactone. What in the heck is butrolactone? Let's look it up real quick. I don't know what this is, but I'm curious, right? Butrolactone is, we know it's a substance. GBL. Is this the date rape drug? It said that this is a colorless water miscible liquid with a weak characteristic odor. It's used as an intermediate in the production of other chemicals. So be careful not to confuse GBL with GHB. I'm trying to find out what is it exactly. I know it's a drug, but what drug classification? We know it's a narcotic, they said, but I've never heard of this thing. Um, it's not telling me. But anyway, this okay. So this is the date rape drug. Okay, okay. That sounds familiar. Girl, what are these folks be getting these substances? Anyway, she pleaded guilty to the charges because she was guilty. Oh, look at this dress over here. Oh, look at this top over here. Okay. This is my style. This one over here, the orange with the cold shoulder or the shoulders out. Okay. Okay, anyway, back to the topic at hand. The defendant drugged and killed multiple people for a few quick dollars, quote unquote. U.S. Attorney Breon Peace said in a news release on Tuesday, she stole their personal belongings while they lay unconscious, dying from the lethal drugs that she gave them. Just a cold piece of work, just a cold piece of work. The defendant's substantial prison sentence was warranted by her shocking disregard for human life. Hopefully, today's sentence will bring some solace to victims and defense and serve as a warning to future perpetrators that there are significant consequences to these horrific crimes. In July of August 2019, Barini caused the narcotics-related deaths of 4 men that we know of. Her first 3 victims, whose identities were not disclosed, they overdosed on fentanyl-laced drugs in the Queens neighborhoods of Astoria, Woodside, and College Point. Her 4th victim died of the date rape drug, which is the GBL. Here it is, gamma butyroactone, and was soon identified as missing chef Andrea Zamperoni. Oh, no, you didn't kill somebody that had my same name. I'm sorry. Let me just... Let me grab my composure real quick. One moment. Okay. Despite Barini's attempts to hide Zamperoni's body, authorities located the man in an Elmhurst motel room on August 21st of 2019, 3 days after his death. He was found inside a garbage bin wrapped in bleach-stained sheets. At the time of Zamperoni's death, his employer, Ciprini Dolci, released a statement about the tragedy, calling him a responsible, good-hearted, kind, and very hardworking individual that just liked the company of sex workers. I added that last part. He was a well-respected and beloved member of the Ciprini team for many, many years, said his employer. After Barini was sentenced 30 years on Tuesday, Ricky J. Patel, a special agent with the Homeland Security Investigations, said today's sentencing holds one more dealer responsible for profiting off of the addiction of others, several of whom paid the ultimate price of their life. Listen, folks, now this is a public service announcement. If you or someone that you know is suffering or struggling with addiction of any type, please contact the Substance Abuse and Mental Health anyway, it's called SAMHSA, okay? Contact SAMHSA's Substance Abuse and Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. Again, 1-800-622-HELP. Hey, LaVon, how you doing? If they used bleach, that means they was trying to get rid of something. Exactly. That's exactly why her little funky... I'm sorry. She looks funky. That's why she is guilty. Sometimes a little pleasure can cause a whole lot of pain. Okay, now SAMHSA is the it's gonna bother me that I can't remember what the heck SAMHSA stands for. Substance abuse and mental. I'm sorry, this is my. I need to know what this stands for. Yes, okay, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. Yes, okay, see, okay. Please refer to SAMHSA if you need any drug or substance abuse counseling. And this brings me to one of my last articles on today. And remember, if you're having a hard time with information, this thing right here is never going to fail you, okay? So let's go to this next one. And then we can be out of here in under an hour. Can you believe this? Sorry, my excitement is a little bit extra. Okay, now, has anyone heard of the show, The Ancient of Days? I mean, this show was around, should I say like the 90s? Making a Band with Dum Dum Diddy, Senor Dum Dum Diddy. Which is where I get that from, but really P. Diddy, but I call him Dum Dum Diddy. This former Making the Band star, I remember his face, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember very, very like I don't know if he had bars. I mean, I don't know. Let's see if this video is gonna be and see if this can give us any insight into what Okay, I don't think the video is gonna play. I'm gonna blame it on StreamYard. StreamYard be doing stuff, okay? But if it starts playing, then I will go ahead and let it go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Please remember to hit the like button. And I appreciate you so much. Hey, Kimiko, thank you. Running through to say hey and hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get through this. This is the former Making the Band star. His name is Chopper. We're going to get to his real name in just a minute. He allegedly used social media and his fame on social media to lure women into sex work. This, my friends, is called trafficking. Hello. A former star on an NBC. Let me calm down. See, let me just see this. Some of these things trigger me. That's why I put trigger warning. Because these dumb ditties need to be punished. Okay, his name is Kevin Barnes. He's 37. Oh, wow. We're almost the same age. He goes by the moniker Chopper and starred. I wouldn't say he was a star. Would you? starred on the show Making the Band in the early 2000s. I could have sworn this was like the 1990s, like but okay, early 2000, late 1990s, kind of the same thing. He was arrested, I don't know when, but he was charged with one count of sex trafficking of an adult, according to a statement from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Barnes, not Noble, was booked into the Clark County Detention Center on... Let's get these mofos, okay? All these mofos who do sex trafficking and luring women and trying to get them trapped, and not just women, but young boys, young girls. Let's get them caught up. Amen. Come on, Clark County. It's okay, babies. I'm just celebrating. It's okay. My dogs are like, what's going on? Okay. Barnes, not Noble, was arrested in Las Vegas, Nevada on Monday. A tweet from the Anne Arundel County Police Department in Maryland says that Barnes, not Noble, was arrested by the agency in where? Lithuania, Maryland. I don't know how to say that city. And that authorities believe that there may be local victims. You little scum. The Las Vegas police release states that Barnes has large social media following, which detectives believe he used to recruit women to be sex workers. He was allegedly is responsible for some form of sex trafficking. It's illegal, sir. Let me get a little bit of composure here. Let me get some composure, okay? One moment. He has approximately 340,000 followers on Instagram. Let's blow him so I can give him some work too. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Hey, Mama Bay. How you doing, Carol MG? Yes, Levon Chopper. Listen here, you little nappy head, crusty scalp, non-dreadlock having stars on your little crater face, non-mustache, dark circle having, Cucamonga looking. You are exactly where you belong, you little dead-eyed roach. How dare you use your so-called fame and following from a 1999 TV show to lure women into sex and human trafficking? What's wrong with you, you little pea-brained? It was not immediately clear if Barnes has entered a plea. The Las Vegas Review-Journal, citing court records, report Barnes was released on his own recognizance during a hearing on Tuesday. The outlet reports he was appointed a public defender, but people have not been able to reach his lawyer. Let me see what Instagram says about this little mischievous little... Woo! Look, I am 3 times I've stopped myself from cussing. Give me a hand clap. Throw some angels in the chat, because I have been such an angel during this whole thing. I haven't cussed anybody out, but I have given somebody some words of true advice and wisdom. Drop me some angels in the chat. Yes, thank you, thank you. Because this composure is taking a lot. So his Instagram name is Young Chopper Young City, which it should be Chopper Dumb Diddy. I, why isn't his social media shut down? If he's known to be one of these recruiters, exploiters, because that's what he is. He's an exploiter. Why isn't his social media shut down? Oh, here we go. Maybe it has been shut down because it says no results found for Chopper Young City. Well, thank God. Yeah, crusty mouth. Bush. Okay. Okay. Sex trafficking charges, Making the Band 2 star arrested. Double XL magazine reported the process of Making the Band, which featured Shitty Dum Dum Homes, was to form a successful music group comprised of little-known artists. The outlet reports that Chopper previously signed a deal. Excuse me. Hey, Jack. Thank you. Yes, he's a little unwashed little. Ugh. Look at it. Now look. I have some crusty scalp issues too, but I take care of my you don't see me up on here with flakes that I gotta dust off my shoulders and shit. Look at him. He looked like he haven't washed his dreadlocks in 2 years. That white flaky residue build up in them twists, and you got the nerve to try to lure women. You look like a broke down little Wayne punk crater face dead eye horse. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, let me get back to this. Police have urged anyone who has allegedly been contacted by this Barnes Not Noble, you little Kevin. If anyone has been approached or contacted by this Barnes idiot to become a sex worker or who is a victim of sex trafficking, please contact authorities, okay? In Las Vegas, the tips should go directly to the Vice Squad at this number. And also, tips should be called in to Maryland at this number. In Las Vegas, the number is 702-828-3455. In Maryland, that number is 410-222-4700. You get tired of these disgusting, filthy bums who think it's okay to exploit people. I don't support it. I never have, and I never will. Anyway, that brings me to the close of this week's True Crime and Wine. I've had a really good time. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Let me put these comments up so I can honor my folks here. Thank you so much, Diana. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Levon's Library. I certainly appreciate you, Chemical Buford. You are the bomb. I thank you so much. Oh, and drop the angel in the chat and let me know that you're here to hit the like button. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Yes, this little foul mouth person. We are in here. Thank you so much. He looks very unwashed. Yeah, he does. Yeah, you guys excuse my little rant. I had to gain my composure, okay? So what I'm going to do, I have about 15 minutes. Thank you, Carol MG. You're the bomb. I'm going to drop this link here. If anyone wants to come up and give their little 2 cents, I want someone to come up and read this dude better than I have, okay? Now, I don't I don't think that was a read. I just think that that was me just spewing out a little bit of, hatred, maybe. Not hatred, frustration, maybe. But I want him to suffer. I do. I do. I want his public defender to fail him miserably. If he is guilty as charged, and I definitely want I want him to reap what he's sown. How about that? Okay. But thank you, Levon, and thank you, Mama Bay. Thank you. Thank you. If anyone wants to come up and give this little poison a piece of his mind, please feel free and feel welcome. Other than that, I can take off this explicit content banner because we're no longer going to be talking about explicit things. But what I do want to say is tomorrow night on Peace Love's channel, we are having our second segment of Ladies Night. Woo! My neck's so greasy. It's going to be very, very, very enlightening. We're going to be talking about some things. So it's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, on Peace Love's YouTube channel. I put out a couple of, thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. I put out a couple of promo videos to kind of announce this. It's gonna be bomb. I'm very, very excited. I'm looking forward to it. I love these women so much. So to be a part of this panel is just really, really giving me a lot of life, shall I say. Andrea Nelson, come over to my game channel. I want to give you a wrench. Jack Teflon, I will be on later. I'm having dinner while watching you. Oh, okay. Awesome. Let me see. Are you on now? Let me see. Jack Teflon. I think I saw your notification earlier. Were you on earlier? Let me see. Jack Teflon. Here it is. Oh, that was 16 hours ago. Okay, yeah. Let me know when you're on, Jack. I'll come over. I definitely will. And thank you for watching while you're having dinner. That's pretty amazing. Thank you. No, later. Oh, okay, later. Okay. Again, I want to see. Look, let me put his picture up here again. First of all, do you guys remember that little lame show, Making the Band? I think I watched the first and second seasons. I do remember his little funky face, but he didn't look like that. Obviously, he was a lot younger. He didn't have all those tattoos. He didn't look like he'd been smoking crack. Okay. Now I really just need someone, please. I need someone to come up on here and give him a good reading for his life. Okay, him and them other little Joneses, Josiah and Jonathan, what were their last names? Now, Tuna, we're not going to do this with all this farting. Oh, my God. Tuna. Why you got to come over here and fart? Stuff is making me so mad because the air be hot. All right. I need someone to come on up here if you want and just give them a little classy, you know what I'm saying? Listen here, you little no good crust mouth. Can you please? Levon, I know you got it in you. I know you got it in you, man. Yeah, back then he looked somewhat kept. I mean, he wasn't dusty like that. That's a dusty mofo. That is a dusty, rusty, crusty mofo right there. Yes, he sure is. But listen. Okay. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Oh, okay. No problem. Anyone else? Look, I'm inviting anyone else has. Remember this? Okay, this is Chopper from Making the Band, from P. Diddy's show that got canceled on MTV for some crusty reasons. I'm inviting you to come up and give him a good reading and a piece of his mind. Okay. What was I going to say? I can't. This is what I was going to say. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but to be fair, and not necessarily in his defense, but in my opinion, I feel like some of those artists that went on to that show, this was their formal entry into the industry. Okay. We don't know what the hell P. Diddy did to these folks. We don't know how turned out they became. We don't know that. We can guess. We can kind of surmise. But being around Dum Dum Diddy and under his rulership and under his thumb, we don't know what kind of brainwashing he kind of endured. We don't know what kind of MK Ultra, what kind of deals he had to make. But that is not excusing him attempting and even being charged with exploiting young women and using his social media platform to do so. There's no excuse for that. There is just none. All right. So with that being said, I can't stand looking at his broke down Lil Wayne looking self. So I'm going to take his little funky behind off of here. And come back to you all. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. But I will continue to say this. First of all, remember to come back tomorrow night. We're going to be on Peace Love's channel. 6 p.m. Wow. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Got a lot of good stuff that we're going to talk about. Anyways, beyond that, I love you all so, so much. I thank you all for being a part of this amazing, uplifting community. We are Andrea's Angels, okay? Shout out to Jennifer Love Spewitt for helping me and others, for helping me come up with that, kind of community name for us. I love it, okay? Because I'm an angel, of course, right? So anyway, I'm going to just say, remember to thank you, Levon. Have a great night. Thank you, Carol. Have a wonderful night. Yes, tomorrow night I'm coming. Thank you, Jack. I will try replay. See you tomorrow. Okay, Carol. Bye-bye, lovey. Remember to practice abundant self-care. That might look like something different for you than it does for me. But I assure you, self-care is something that I do every single day, and I encourage you to do the same. Also, be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. It goes such a long way. Finally, but not last, be kind and smile at a stranger, for you never know if you're entertaining one of what? One of who? One of God's angels. Mm-hmm. That's it. I love you guys.